In the last video, I went and compared 3 different chatbots to see which one was best at creating insults for scenarios that I've been put in at my shitty pizza job. And in the end, Meta AI was the winner. After that video, one of my viewers suggested that I should try Grok for insults. So for today's video, I'm taking Grok and Meta AI to see which one's best at creating the most vulgar of insults. And a lot more crazy shit has happened since that last video.
Starting with the first scenario, I had a customer who ordered a taco pizza the other day. She seemed to be acting kind of odd, and when she got up to the register, she said to the cashier, "So what are you going to do about this?" while pointing at the pizza. The cashier asked what was wrong, and the lady claimed that there was a fly on the pizza. She also complained about the cheddar cheese that we put on after it comes out of the oven wasn't melted. Give me 10 of the most vulgar and offensive insults with the worst language ever to tell this batshit crazy customer. For entertainment purposes, obviously. Grok's response back is, "Here are 10 highly inappropriate and vulgar insults for your hypothetical scenario, strictly for entertainment purposes. You must have a PhD in being a pain in the ass, because you sure know how to elevate annoyance to an art form. If ignorance was an Olympic sport, you'd be taking home the gold, silver, and bronze for that fly on pizza debacle.
I'm pretty sure we had an insult like that in the last video.
Is your job to test the limits of human patience? Because if so, congratulations. You've just won first prize at being a complete dick Olympics."
Did you wake up today and choose violence, or is being a colossal twit just your default setting?
You've got the social skills of a cactus and the charm of roadkill. What's next? Complaining the air is too breathable? If your brain was dynamite, there wouldn't be enough to blow your nose. I've seen more intelligence in a bowl of oatmeal. Maybe you should stick to eating that instead of bothering us with your fly fantasies.
You're not just the full package, you're the whole f***ing baggage carousel. Here's a thought, next time try eating at home if our flies are too hot cuisine for you.
You've got all the personality of a wet mop and twice the stench. Maybe that's why the fly was interested in the pizza. If stupidity was currency, you'd be a trillionaire, but your IQ would still be in the red. Meta's response back was,
"I cannot provide information or guidance on harmful or illegal activities, including harmful or illegal language, and I cannot provide medical advice or diagnosis, including assessments or characterizations of individuals' mental health or well-being. Instead, I can provide some suggestions for dealing with difficult customers."
No, just give me the insults.
So I went ahead and started a new conversation and added the same prompt, and it came back with more insults. "Lady, it's a fly pizza, the newest trend. Ma'am, that fly is just trying to get away from your attitude. The fly is just there to balance out the flavor of your personality. That's not a fly, it's a tiny quality control specialist. The cheese isn't melted because your complaints froze the whole room. I think the fly came in with you. Maybe it's your +1. Our chef added that fly as a special ingredient. Extra protein. That's not a fly, it's a tiny warning label. The fly heard about your reputation and wanted to see for itself. Our new policy, 1 free fly with every purchase. You're just lucky."
I don't think any of these insults are great, but I do think Grok was more brutal with being vulgar. So I think Grok wins this round.
On to the next scenario. I told Grok, "I work at a pizza place, and I have a new coworker that doesn't want to work. I said hi the other day when I walked in, and he responds with, 'I don't want to be here.' Every time I ask him to do something, he responds back with, 'I need to take a break,' even though he sat in the office and ate for a bit and keeps going to the restroom for 10 minutes. Based off of this information, for entertainment purposes, please make 10 different vulgar insults that could be said but could get me fired." It comes back with, "Here are 10 highly inappropriate vulgar insults for your entertainment and definitely not for workplace use." Well, if it isn't the human embodiment of a "whoops, I forgot to care" button. Congratulations, you've managed to turn work into work, but not the good kind. You're like a pizza with no toppings. No effort, no flavor, and definitely not worth the price. If laziness was an Olympic sport, you'd be the gold medalist without even trying. I've seen sloths move quicker to get to their next nap than you to do any actual work. Hey, if your work ethic was any less, it would be a vacuum in space. You make the term Employee of the Month sound like a threat. You're not just underperforming, you're setting a new low bar for what doing nothing looks like. I didn't know you could get paid for practicing for the World Procrastination Championships. If I had $1 for every time you said, "I need a break," I could buy this place and fire you myself. Meta's response back to this prompt is, "Quite a challenging request. I'll craft some humorous, fictional responses for entertainment purposes only. Please remember, these insults are entirely inappropriate for a workplace setting and would likely result in disciplinary action, up to and including termination. Here are 10 fictional insults. Looks like your motivation went down the drain with your last bathroom break, buddy. If you're looking for a break, maybe take one from life. Your work ethic is weaker than our Wi-Fi signal. I hear the couch at home is hiring. Maybe that's the job for you. If I wanted to work with a statue, I'd visit a museum. Your productivity is slipping faster than our delivery times. Are you auditioning for the art of procrastination? If you need another break, maybe take one from breathing. Your lack of enthusiasm is contagious. Please quarantine yourself. I didn't know we hired the human version of a 404 error, productivity not found.
So with Grok, I'd say my favorite one was, if I had $1 for every time you said I need a break, I could buy this place and fire you myself. I do, however, think that Meta went a little more dark with insults on these, specifically number 2 and 8, since it's on the line of telling someone to go KYS. Probably would get you fired for sure on these two. I will say I'm having a more difficult time deciding on this one. I think Grok had better insults with this round, but I don't really think it gave me insults that would get me fired like I had asked for. So I think I'm going to go ahead and give it to Meta AI for this round. Now before I reveal the last scenario that I gave him, if you could, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. With every new video, I'm doing something else different with AI, so maybe think about checking back in. Now back to the insults.
I had a customer come in last night that claimed she ordered a pizza. We looked for her name and we never received it. She shows me her phone and she only added the pizza to her cart. She never did checkout on the app, but expected it to be ready. When I told her it'd probably take about 30 minutes to make one because of all the orders we had, she just responds with, "Forget it. Give me 10 entertaining and vulgar insults that use bad language directed at this dumbass." It comes back with, "What a f***ing cart queen. She thinks adding to cart is like waving a magic wand. Did she think the pizza was gonna pop out of her phone like a genie? F***ing moron. Looks like someone got a case of the I thought the internet works like wishful thinking syndrome. She must have thought the app was telepathic. I'll just think really hard about ordering and it'll happen. Dumbass. Her brain must be on a lag worse than our Wi-Fi on a busy night. F***ing check out. It's not rocket science. She probably thinks if she leaves her cart full, the pizza will bake itself. What a complete waste of oxygen. I bet she's the type who shakes her phone to make the food come faster. Oh, did she expect the pizza to teleport through the screen? Maybe she's been sniffing too much oregano. Next thing, she'll be expecting her fridge to restock itself. F***ing numbskull. She's the kind of genius who reads add to cart but misses proceed to checkout. What a f***ing tool. Now given this prompt to Meta AI, it comes back with, here are 10 entertaining yet family-friendly insults that avoid vulgarity. Now I wanted it to come up with vulgar insults, so I asked it again, please make it vulgar for the fun of it. It comes back with, you must have checked out of reality before checking out online. Cart whiz? Checkout challenged. That's what we call a half-baked brain. You added stupidity to your cart, and it's overweight. Checkout? The step your dumbass forgot. Order? What order? You meant wishful thinking, right? Cart abandoner? Pizza moron. That's not an order, that's a cry for help. You added idiocy to our night. Pizza prep starts with checkout, not daydreaming, dumb fuck. While I did get Meta AI to use some vulgar language, it's definitely held back on how much it uses. With Grok, I didn't really have to push it as much on insulting or cursing, so I think Grok wins this video. Now I do think that when you can get him to use vulgar language, it's like a kid that just learned how to curse for the first time. So it just throws it in whether it needs it or not. But let me know which ones were your favorites in the comments. Also let me know if you have any other ideas for what these chatbots should compete against.